Beautiful day, beautiful soul, and welcome back to Love, Peace, and Happiness Tarot. I'm your hostess. I go by Melinda NailFanatic, and we are back to do the latest episode of the download, which is your free tarot reading for today. And it is a general message. It comes through with a timeless nature to it. So Spirit makes sure that you find the message when it's by design, divine design for you to find the message. So whenever you find this, there's something here for you. We're recording on June 28th, 2021. Did I say that already? Okay. Also, the choices you make, you're always responsible for them. So make them responsibly. Some of you requested the live link sent to your U.S. cell phone. You're receiving those now. And what else? If it resonates, pick it up and run with it. If it doesn't, leave it where you found it. If you want your personal question answered, I can do that for you, but there's a $10 minimum donation per personal question. Other than that, sit back, relax. I'm going to have my cup of coffee here while we're doing the show. And let's see what comes through the messages for us today. And after these messages, we'll be right back. Yeah. So you've been waiting for the shift change to occur. You've been waiting in line so you could check out from the store and go home with what you came for. Okay. And it's been quite a wait for you. It seems like it was just dragging on and on and on. And you're standing there like, I got all these goods in my basket. Now I want to go home and enjoy them. What the heck is going on here? Okay. And there was just a delay. There was a delay. Oh, the currency had to be exchanged. Okay, so something about currency exchange here. And the seat of power was changed. So there's something there in that. I want to give a big shout out first to Eric, our first commenter of the day. So thankful and grateful for your beautiful love here. Hey, Boo, how you doing, love? And Idalia coming back. You coming back strong with us, ain't you, girl? I'm so thankful and grateful for your beautiful presence. For all our silent lovers, stalkers, watchers, haters, imitators, we love you too, baby. Just keep on coming back. You know, lately the way they've been having me do this, because everywhere I go, I promote. You know, people speak to me and I promote, especially when I'm guided to give these messages out. I promote. And so I tell them, you know, you want to know more of this, you want more of this energy. This is something you can't pay for in the school, but this is something that I gave for free. So just watch my show on YouTube, right? Okay. It's love and peace and happiness, self-empowerment energy. Norma Jean, our moderator here today, she got on with us right up at the beginning. So thankful and grateful for your beautiful presence as well. So we're going to pull from the Soul's Journey lesson cards and see what is actually going on for us. What is the point of this download? Oh, perfect. What were we just channeling about? Shift change, baby. And the card that came out is change. I love. I understand that nothing can grow or evolve without movement. Nothing can grow or evolve without movement. The changes that are happening in your life at this time are by divine design. And so everything is happening in perfect tiempo divino. A divine time. Yes, it is. Okay, so where something is left off, something's fallen off, somebody is not talking to you, oh, praise in all your days, because this is not for you. If it was for you, it would be with you, but it's not with you, so it's clearly not for you. As a matter of fact, there was so much stuff that could not come through to the new energy, okay? Interesting. I'm hearing, little did you know that the shift change was to change who was in charge of the reciprocation of your soul. The old guard has fallen down, and the old guard was very manipulative, though. The way it's showing it to me, the way I'm seeing it is, it's like you over here. Okay, thank you. All right, just break it down to the magnetics. Okay, I heard just break it down to the magnetics first. So on Earth, you have this whole idea, and they taught it in religion. You know, if you're a good person and you do good, what you put out comes back to you. Okay, but many of us can vouch and say that that's not necessarily been true in any of the days that we've seen before, because, you know, it was like, all the dope dealers, gangbangers, and they were the ones that was thriving. They were the ones that had the most. And even the companies, you know, the ones that were cheating the public and lying and deceiving, these were the ones in the seat of power. But that's because what we didn't know before was there was a reversal of the magnetic flow on Earth. See, when it was done by divine design, everything was put in the way that you had it in your mind. What you do, the beautiful things you put out come back to you. But they twisted everything, and they made what was light, they called it dark, and they made what was dark, they called it light. Interesting. So there was a shifting of awareness way back when, longer before any of us can even imagine, okay, that reverse the magnetic flow on Earth, okay? And there was a lock put on that flow. In other words, the flow on Earth was supposed to go clockwise, and it had been flowing counterclockwise for so many years, more than you would even care to hear. And the fact of the matter is, when you put good out in the universe, it never came home to roost. But now you're going to be seeing a big old boost if you're still in that energy, because it's payback time, it's karmic refund time. And so now what you didn't know was in the year 2019, there was a reversal, a correction of this flow. The lock that had been placed was broken through, though. And now the autocorrect had been in full effect. And so you've seen a lot of the outcome of that in your real life, though. So in the beginning of that outcome, what had to happen was the dismantling of everything that was in power and domination because of this old false ass, reversed ass vibration. Okay. Now, yes, just like your chakras rotate clockwise, the energy on Earth is rotating clockwise as it was always meant to. So what that means is things are flowing in the right direction now. Okay. So as it goes out, it comes back full cycle to you. Now, what was happening in the reverse flow was that there were other entities involved in this, though. Darker entities. Some of you call them demons or vampires, stuff like this that you know. And as you were producing in this higher, lighter, brighter vibration, they were sucking up all the energy of that choosing, of that iteration. What is the iteration? Hold on, I got to look up this word. Why are you giving me new words during the download? Like, seriously, stop trying to confuse me. Hold on, I got to put the fan on. Hold on, what is an iteration? Let's find out together. Some of you might know this word already, but we're going to find out together. Iteration, the repetition of a process or utterance. Repetition of a process or utterance. Okay, so it's like you kept doing it over and over and over again. The iteration, you kept doing it over and over and over again. You kept doing the right thing, doing the right thing, getting nowhere, if you know what I mean. And you sitting up here, you're knowing it. You're knowing that you just kept trying and shit just was not working. It's like, what the hell's going on? Was the Bible just a lying? No, the Bible wasn't lying. The Bible was on point. All the divine channelings and the messages of spirit are always on point. Oh, look at that. But there was a fluctuation. There was a shaking. There was a shifting as a result of this reversal of the flow of magnetics on Earth that has now, the effects of which are now lifting. Thank you. The effects of it are now lifting. So much has already been done. Okay. So if you've been sitting in the higher vibration, you're going to find that you've won. You've won. What have you won? You've won the prize to realize the karmic refund. I hear the karmic refund. Some people are not going to be liking their karmic refund because they have a backlog of bullshit to, I hear, ingest, because they had it in them and they put it out and now it's come back to them to rest. Oh Lord. Okay, I got all the cards out. We got 4 different decks on the table today. I am going to be moving through and showing you these cards. But before I do, I'm being guided to pull the book from the Soul Journey Lessons for Change. There's a certain comfort in the idea of living life without surprises. The status quo has an appeal, but you will never learn or grow if your circumstances stay the same. Everybody wants life to be better, but that requires change. You have chosen to incarnate into this physical dimension called Earth because of the myriad of opportunities. If you don't take advantage of them, what's the point? Staying within your comfort zone is overrated. With change comes transformation, and with transformation comes evolution. Stop viewing change as good or bad, because all change nourishes your soul. Rewind and repeat. Yes, please, and thank you. All change nourishes your soul. One more time for emphasis. Yes, please, and thank you. All change nourishes your soul. Don't equate it with a lack of control. Life happens, and it's supposed to happen. You can direct how it plays out, and you can always have the power to accept a change that redirects your path. Love, love, love. Okay, so we're going through changes meant to nourish your soul. Love. And all changes nourish your soul. That's important for me. They say because when I moved here, I was very conflicted. I used to live in Denver, Colorado. When I moved here, I was married. Moving here was a decision to leave behind everyone and everything I ever knew and go to a place that was entirely new, where I had no friends, where I had no school, where I had no family at all. No matter how much they love me, I had none. And so I came here, and my coworker said to me, I don't know if I can do this. I can't leave my mama and all this stuff. And my friend said, change is good. Now, in the book, they said, stop calling it good or bad. Oh, this hair is getting on my nerve. I'm going to take this thing out on the show if it don't look better, though. Okay. Anyway, it's about to get worse. Anyways, she said, all change is good. And something about that rang true in my spirit. And it gave me the courage I needed once I sat down and I listened and I was able to hear it and receive it, because it did get better. So much change was better for me here. Okay, so let's go into your reading now. So for somebody, you needed to hear that, okay, because you're getting ready to make a change. Maybe you're having a conflict within, or trying to decide if you're going to leave your mama. All right. The other, what you know, is the Queen of Swords, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. Somebody's been hurt. Somebody is, I hear overthinking, processing, so much processing going on, okay? What has happened was this person has been on the move with the Chariot at the bottom of the deck, There was a need to move on. You know, this person was slowing themselves down with obstacles. The Queen of Swords, she's bitter. She's hurt. She's bitter and she's hurt because somebody has hurt her heart. She was thinking she could depend on someone. Somebody was going to be there for her. Maybe somebody was supposed to be there by the divine design, but they weren't necessarily there. Okay. Now there's somebody out there, though, who is emotionally closed off. The sword at the ready. This person is coming through as emotionally closed off, sword at the ready, kind of bitter. Okay. Don't want to look. I'm not going to look that way. I don't even want to look that way. Okay. What you need to know is the Four of Cups. Part of the reason they don't want to look that way is because they feel rejected. They feel dejected. What does dejected mean? What's with the freaking vocabulary words today? Hold on. We're going to look up the word dejected now. Dejected definition says sad and depressed, dispirited. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. So we got 2 words today. Why? Because this is my father coming through. He used to give me words to study. So apparently I got them now. Okay. So looking rejected and dejected, sad and depressed. Somebody is sad and depressed right now is what you need to know. Okay. What you can expect from this person. You can expect for them to take actions based on that place. They're just marching to the beat of their own drum. You know what I'm saying? And what happens when you're bitter, when you're confused, when you're bruised and you're not coming from the heart, then you're feeling sad and rejected and dejected, and then you act from that place. Well, I really don't want to be there to find out. That's what I can tell you. Okay, let's look at the situation under my umbrella. Somebody here was presenting a safe harbor. The situation, you are presenting a safe harbor because somebody was stranded. They had no harbor. Somebody had no place safe to be. They were completely uprooted, floating around aimlessly. I hear aimlessly. And you brought shelter to somebody. You brought an opportunity to be a source, a place of peace from, I hear, from calamity that had been going on externally. What you need to know about this is, my dear friends, so in this situation, what you need to know is, however you went through trying to be this calm, this peace from the storm, this nice place of ease, you were only supposed to be a dear friend. You were only supposed to be a dear friend. So in this energy, interesting, but now the dear friend, that opportunity is gone. Okay, that opportunity is gone. Maybe somebody didn't appreciate you as their dear friend. Okay, somebody, ooh, shit, the dear friend just came through with a different message. Somebody here is so comfortable with that energy of being lost, out there alone, stranded, with nothing but the cold to keep them cold. Really, with nothing but the cold to keep them cold? Yeah, that's what they said. With nothing but the cold to keep them cold, that they are happier there. See, she got a yellow dress on. Why is she happy? It's fucking snowing. Her shoulders and her arms are exposed, and all she doing is riding on the deer. Well, you know what? That's what warms her soul. I hear the body heat of the deer. This person, whoever it is, they're in the dark night of the soul, and they need to be out there. Spirit is with them. That deer is indicating the indicator of spirit. The deer is an indicator of spirit. So there's somebody out there. You need to know they out there, and spirit is with them. They are guided. They're protected. They're in the best place they need to be. In other words, they're sitting in the result of their own energy, their own frequency, their own tone, with the lessons that they need all around them while they're out there on their own. It's not for you to provide the shelter for them because it wasn't big enough to solve their problem. See, the problem was bigger than what you could provide shelter from. They needed to get out there on their own so they could figure out how the resolution of the problem is done. They had to go learn on their own. The guidance for you in the situation, there's a shift here, completely different energy. Now you're coming up with somebody who's taller in stature. You're coming up with a queen bee. So there's a queen energy coming into your situation. All right. The bottom of the deck for your spiritual experience, what Spirit knows, we have the 10 of emotions. So Spirit had already showed you, wow, I love it. Because see, when I was shuffling these cards, I wasn't really looking at them. We were channeling through. So as I'm pulling them out, the first time I'm seeing them is right here with you. Okay, so the 10 of emotions at the bottom of the deck in your spiritual experience saying, you know what, yes, this is a beautiful connection, but it's reached its climax. It has reached its climax. Wow. And I'm looking below that. We have the Hanged Muse. So it's like this situation was something that, you know, was a spiritual stalling ground for you. You learned a lot, but then you stayed long enough in the situation, they become a spiritual stalling ground. So it had to come to resolution. It had to come to climax. And this looks like a show at the end of a show, and the curtain's about to close. That's what I see there. But everything brought you to this point. I'm seeing these dotted lines coming off of each of these dances. Like every experience, every nuance of your experience within this connection brought you to this point of what that big old blossom that's sitting there. Now you're in this blossoming. Okay. So Page of Voices, what you know is you've been asking Spirit for clarity. You're of not two minds, but you feel like you've been of three minds. Well, I could do this. I could do that. I really don't want to do the one that's way over there. But, you know, I got these opportunities. Let me just investigate. Let me put my glasses on so I can see a bit clearer, much clearer, please. Make it much clearer, please. Somebody ask Spirit to make it much clearer, please. What you need to know spiritually, so like I said, the situation had you in a spiritual stall, right? There's a spiritual stalling going on. But what you need to know is this period, this position that you're in, where you were searching for the light and staying still. Through all the contrast, that's what I'm getting with all these lines going across here, through all the contrast, through all the challenges, through all the difficulty, you are sitting still. It was to fix your gaze upon higher things, to begin to really perceive the higher perspective on things and the spiritual focus. Okay, your spiritual focus, so important. Spiritual focus, so important for your growth. This is giving me a cocoon type energy where it's like the butterfly only flies. Okay, LeVar Burton, come through. Spirit, come through, come through. That's what you do. So this was giving you a spiritual focus. It's like, okay, we're going to remove all these obstacles, all these things that you're busy thinking about. We're going to remove all this stuff. Now we want you to get into the zone of just get in your spirit, go into your quiet place. Somebody go into your closet. I'm cleaning out my closet. We had a reading entitled Cleaning Out My Closet for somebody. You need to see that. Okay. And why the closet? Because so what they're giving with that is this, the symbolism of the house. If the house is your body, if the house is your vessel, this is why they say, you know, if you got a house that's always in disarray, it has a lot to bearing on your mentality, even on your own physical body. So it's important to keep your place up. And we could do a little bit better. I'm not even gonna lie. We could do a little bit better. We could use a wife to help. And we shut up. Stop that. Why are you doing all that right now on the show? Can we just stay focused right here? The guidance for you. It was all happening for a reason, so you could be able to see where you're really at, all that you've developed, and get ready to burst free. Okay, because the guidance was coming for you. The Spirit saying, yes, you are now working in beautiful harmony. The Two of Emotions, this is Two of Cups energy. You're working in beautiful harmony. They're saying you've continued to look through the eyes of love so much, but you got so distracted by external influences. I heard you either had forgotten or needed a reminder that it's you and you that you need to be focused on. And when you're focused on you and you, everybody else wants to come through too. Interesting. So how does this look in your physical experience? Well, there's a King of Wands here. Leo, Aries, Sagittarius for somebody. It's a feminine energy, though. This deck has both kings. One is feminine and one is masculine. The feminine King of Wands energy is here. This is Leo, Aries, Sagittarius again for somebody, a female body, masculine energy. The other thing I'm getting here is what you know is you ready to go, go, go. You ready to go ahead and get this connection. You ready to go ahead and get this love. And this is definitely about love, because at the bottom of the deck, we have the Two of Cups, and that is the card of love. So Spirit is definitely guiding you to love. Okay, what you need to know is the Wheel of Fortune. The old energy is closed out. The choice that you made to let this person go have their walkabout, to go do their, feel their raw oats, to go out there and just be great, baby. Go be great. It closed that energy down for you. It closed down the energy of dealing with people who are dejected and rejected, who are emotionally unavailable, who is cold and bitter. Yeah, those experiences you won't entertain anymore. And what's more is they will be less, they will not be attracted to your vibration, okay? Because interestingly enough, it's like you understand the machinations of this. You understand the inner workings. You understand the mechanics of it. Look at this. Look at this inside of her. You understand the mechanics. You understand how to make this thing turn. And what is it? Your heart. Your heart. Everything doesn't go in there. So the spiritual stalling that was happening was because there was something in your heart that was locking up the flow of these gears could not turn correctly. And when we're talking about the clockwise flow, right? Somebody's heart was not flowing correctly before. Interesting. I get that with this situation, okay, and we had somebody ask a question about the heart chakras. Well, I get that in this situation, it was meant to restart your heart chakra, okay, because it was choosing things, it was flowing counterclockwise, and it was choosing things that were detrimental to your health, emotionally, spiritually, physically, etc., mentally, all that. So the guidance for you, interesting. Now that you have got your heart flowing clockwise, and we spoke about the magnetics, the reversal of the magnetics on Earth. Thank you. That had a lot of people's hearts flowing counterclockwise. But now that your heart is flowing clockwise, you've knocked all the rust and dirt and debris out of those gears. Safeguard your heart. This is a big guidance for you, okay? 4 of Pentacles. So you could have experiences with others. People could come and visit, but here's the fact of the matter is the heart, that's yours to protect, okay? It's yours. And for a period of time, you're going to be asked to keep your energy to yourself. It doesn't mean you can't interact with other people. There is a strong recommendation here. If you're not in a serious, already committed, long-term partnership, not to go spreading your goodies around. Keep the cookie jar on lock right now. Keep the cookie jar on lock. Because what's been happening is you be getting into your own energy. And where somebody's skirt was falling short, there's a long-skirted queen bee coming up for you. Okay, somebody that could go the long haul coming up for you. But in the meantime, there's a need to keep your heart on health. I'm hearing heart on health. In other words, what's good for your health? Okay, you might entertain that. If it's not good for your heart health, it does not have the key to get past this chain across the gate, you see. Okay. What else do I have here? What else do you want to say? You're ready for action. You really are ready for action. You want to put your passion into action, and you're creating magic by being there. That's a very good thing. But she's holding this this pocket watch on her hand. She got a pocket watch right there, and it's saying divine timing is at hand. Divine timing is at hand. Okay. The wheel of fortune is shifting in your favor. Now that the change of the higher, more macrocosmic, all-encompassing, focusing on everything on Earth has shifted, you're just like it took since 2019 till now for a lot of that energy to be lifted. It's flowing in more and more and displaying its presence more in your physical life. For somebody here, you really want to move, but Spirit says, stay where the fuck you're at. Maybe even till next April, because I got the 4 of Pentacles there. So somebody next April, you'll be ready to move. But for now, you need to stay. And I feel like there's some difficulty in sitting in this energy. It's like, I really don't want to be here. This is a little difficult. I've been sitting in the same space for so long. My ass cheese is starting to hurt. I want to move. God said, listen, it's for a point of view to focus on the higher perspective, on the higher vibration, on spiritual things in this time. Get that all aligned first before you think you're going anywhere. Okay. Wow. Interesting message today. So in regards to you and another person, if it's you and another person, I feel like this other person, they have some strong boundaries. You would like to approach them maybe, but they have some strong boundaries. I feel like you're going to have to wait for this person to process some things they got going on. Somebody's got they got a very sad and depressed energy they're holding on to in their home, and they got to let it go before they can get to know you better. So divine timing will step up. And if you entertain it right now, again, especially they're giving me the word sexually, you won't be pleased with what you see. So keep it friendly if you're coming into a new thing at this time, because this person is still in some heavy processing and releasing of the old energies. They will come into alignment with this higher vibration if they choose that, if they make that their iteration. Okay. We're going to close out one message for you from the Mahabharata Oracle Shelter. For somebody, again, this definitely has to do with your home. Oh, my goodness. Something going on with your homes. I hear stay in place. You're winning from where you're at. No matter what it looks like in your physical space, you're winning from where you're at is what I'm hearing. You're winning from where you're at. So how is this applying in your personal experience? What's the detail? What's the nuance here? Who are we talking about? When this card appears, it means that when you feel as if all is lost, that there is no path open to you, or you feel abandoned, something opens up to provide shelter. Wow, they're showing me this. Something opens up to provide shelter. This is the energy of what you had put out, I hear. Okay. Something opens up to provide shelter. Help and resources appear when needed, like a roof over your head, a meal to satisfy your hunger. Other meanings include restoration, sustenance, rejuvenation, recuperation, renewal, protection, unwinding body and spirit, and feeling welcome. Refreshing your tired spirit and obtaining a fresh perspective, finding peace or solace, and discovering a sanctuary, a refuge, hospitality, a home, or a haven. You may discover an escape from a tough situation, an alternative remedy or path that accommodates and insulates you from danger. So like I said, you overcome some things. These changes are bringing more positive and recovery, rejuvenation energy into your life, okay? So that is what our free reading has to say today to all of you. I'm so thankful and grateful for your beautiful presence. So thankful and grateful to be of service. Just checking my phone real quick, and I'm not seeing anything there. So with all that being said and done, I absolutely love and adore the part of me that aligns with you, the golden thread that shines all the way through, called love and peace and happiness. And in the meantime, in between time, you can treat yourself at LPHtarot.com. It's in love, peace, and happiness to you and yours. And of course, me and mine. Until next time. This video a thumbs up. What you doing? Why aren't you giving it a thumbs up yet? Okay. Kamsahamnida. Gracias. Later, baby.